Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. And for today's video, I have some bad news about The Flash Season 7 in regards to filming. But then towards the end of the video, I will be discussing things about DC FanDome. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Now, obviously, due to The Flash Season 6 being cut short due to the pandemic, we obviously had this long break with no news whatsoever about The Flash Season 7. As we're currently nearing the late August date, us fans who anticipate The Flash Season 7 were wondering when The Flash will begin production for its 7th season. But literally a couple of hours ago, we got slapped with another bad news, and that filming once again will be delayed for The Flash Season 7. So I'll be going over this article by Screen Rant and I'll break it all down. And as I said, towards the end of the video, I'll be talking about DC FanDome. So the article kicks off like this. Production on The Flash Season 7 won't go ahead until a conflict over testing is resolved by crew unions in Vancouver, where the show shoots. The long-running show is one of the most popular to ever run on the CW and has proven as big, if not more so, than Arrow. I disagree with that, just saying Arrow is my favorite show of all time, so I'm going to disagree with that. But anyways, where series star Grant Gustin made his debut as Barry Allen, the ambitious DC show is now the center of the Arrowverse, following the finale of Arrow earlier this year, and Season 7 is to set up one of the most exciting seasons yet, after Season 6 was cut short due to the pandemic. Now, I have to agree with this, and that I'm actually way more excited for The Flash Season 7 than I ever was for Season 6. I don't know if it's due to that long wait that we have, or is it because of the things that we have left on hold that I just desperately want to see. I don't know. But anyways, the show saw improved ratings for Season 6 due in part of the massive Arrowverse crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths, which was an ambitious storyline told across a number of shows including Supergirl, Batwoman, The Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. It also featured cameos from a number of different versions of each superhero, including Ezra Miller's DCEU Flash, Brendan Routh's Superman, and Tom Welling's Clark Kent from Smallville. The Flash episode took place exactly halfway through Season 6 of the show and meant that the second half of the season saw Allen and the rest of the team dealing with the fallout from the event. The season ends with Team Flash planning to head into the Mirrorverse. So yeah, very exciting stuff. But then it goes on to say, however, Deadline reports that The Flash is one of the shows that will be affected by one of the current pandemic testing dispute playing out in Vancouver. The show is one of many Arrowverse productions to shoot in the Canadian city, where crew unions are currently fighting with Hollywood unions over testing requirements. Due to the city's low rate of transmission, local crew members are balking at the Hollywood union requirements to have crews tested every week. As a result, the dispute has seen a number of productions, including The Good Doctor, shut down. Additionally, all of the DC shows that shoot in the city will not be able to begin filming until the dispute is resolved. Okay, so for those who don't know what they're talking about with this, most shows have to follow a set of guidelines by Hollywood requirements. Now, these Hollywood requirements require that these actors should be tested every once in a while. So, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like once every 2 days or something while they're on set. But the thing is, Vancouver is fighting against those requirements, and they're claiming that their numbers of cases are no way near compared to how bad it is back in America, especially California. So the Vancouver production areas want to fight these regulations and test the actors once every week. So then basically this resulted into a dispute, and that these DC shows aren't allowed to film until this dispute is resolved. Now, although I really want to see The Flash Season 7 to begin production, in terms of all of this, I will have to side with the Hollywood requirements, because you have to take into account that most of these actors, including our main actor Grant Gustin, they're all mainly from America, With that being said, America obviously has the worst number of cases and would be really, really risky to just, bring them out there, even after the quarantine period. And we've obviously seen a couple of actors arrive to Vancouver. Obviously, we've seen that Grant Gustin shave his beard and arrive to Vancouver as well to serve their 14-day quarantine period, to make sure it's obviously nice and safe. But then the article goes on to say, it's a strange new twist in the saga of the pandemic, given that most productions are being delayed because more virus testings is being done to keep crews safe. However, the crew union in Vancouver believe that requiring the same stringent testing that Hollywood does is unnecessary, given that the pandemic has largely been controlled in Canada, especially when compared to California. So just what I said previously, which has struggled through 2 major waves of the pandemic. So yeah, as you can see, America is in serious trouble, and those actors who obviously flew to Vancouver and still served their quarantine period, even though they've served their quarantine period, who still wouldn't be apprehensive of the fact that you have someone coming from the most dangerous places literally working in the same area that you're working in, especially with it hitting 2 major waves. So yeah, you'd be really concerned of your own safety, which is why I really side with the Hollywood requirements, although I really want The Flash to begin production. But then again, the article goes on to say, hopefully the impasse can be resolved, given that The Flash Season 7 premiere is set to debut in January 2021, and time is running out to meet that deadline. It also raises concerns about the quality of the show. If the production is forced to contract their filming schedule to meet demand, it runs the risk of rushing production and perhaps reducing the overall quality of the show, something that fans don't deserve after 7 years. There's no end in sight of the dispute, but once it is resolved, the expectation is that filming can go ahead as scheduled. Now, yes, this is the really, really worrying thing about all of this, because from what we heard of about The Flash Season 7, so far it looks like to be a really, really strong season. And let's be honest, Season 6 was the 3rd best season of The Flash. But from what we know of Season 7, who wouldn't want to have a very strong season that could dethrone the 3rd best season out of, maybe even the best season of The Flash out of the list? Now, everyone would want that. Now, due to this delay, obviously, this would result to the show rushing its production and just get through as many episodes as quick as possible. So it will feel rushed. However, just like the Season 6 finale, they have a really, really valid excuse for that, and I think fans will take that into account while watching the show. And obviously, if they slowed down things, it would be really cruel to risk someone's health just so they could get a better shot for a specific scene. So although everyone would want an amazing season of The Flash, we have to think about the safety of the cast and crew as well. But in the other hand, with all this extra time the crew and writers would have, they would really have time to plan things out properly and make it work. So it may not even feel rushed in the same time. So yes, filming obviously has been delayed, and I think it should now be pushed to a mid-September now. And for its January premiere date, they will do anything they can to get that premiere date. I'm sure that premiere date will not be delayed. But on to some exciting news about DC FanDome. We got the cast revealed for The Flash and who will be attending the virtual panel. So obviously, as we near DC FanDome, we would obviously expect more news coming up. So the crew that will be attending DC FanDome are Grant Gustin, the actor who plays Barry Allen, aka The Flash, Danielle Panabaker, who plays Caitlin Snow, Carlos Valdez, who obviously plays Cisco Ramon, Kayla Compton, who obviously plays Allegra Garcia, Candace Patton, who obviously plays Iris West Allen, Brendan McKnight, who obviously plays Chester P. Runk, and finally showrunner Eric Wallace. So these are all the series regulars, well, not all the series regulars, most of the series regulars that will be attending DC FanDome. Now with DC FanDome, I have no idea if the panels will all be pre-recorded or will it be live, because the thing is, if it was live and X many people join the panel, it could turn out to be very, very laggy and disastrous. So I'm interested to see how all of this will work. But adding on to what I said earlier as well, as we near DC FanDome, we should start getting schedules from which times certain events will be doing their panels. So when the Superman and Lois will be doing their panels, when the Flash will be doing their panels, when the movies will be doing their panels, things like that. So we could obviously get organized for all of those. And for the Flash panel, obviously we should be expecting a trailer for the Flash season 7 if possible, because as I said before in many videos, 90% of the Flash season 7 is already filmed, as that was literally season 6 episode 20. So they could just make a trailer out of that. Now I know mostly trailers consist of the first 3 or 4 episodes, but we might be getting a short trailer for this, but it's fine, it's better than nothing, let's be honest. But we could also be getting things like a villain reveal, or like certain stories that will play out, maybe a Ralph Dibny recasting, things like that. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for DC FanDome. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you're most excited for DC FanDome. And obviously tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Flash being delayed as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.